from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. I'm your anchor man. If you miss it for anything, your leadership ratings will be in doubt. I'd like you to know, the more you watch this, apply the things you like, your leadership rating will go high. Don't forget that it happens on Life Center Network, 2 p.m. every Tuesday, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. Listen, don't touch that dial. Keep watching Life Center Network TV.
Follow us on YouTube, Facebook at Life Center Network TV. Keep watching Life Center Network TV, your gateway to possibility. Thanks for watching.
Hello everyone. According to the lead pastor of Gateway International Church, my own father, Pastor George Zunwe, said, when a man grows his leadership capacity, the high places of life will make room for him. And to back up that thing he said, Jack Welch, who was one time chairman of CEO of General Electric, he said, before you are a leader, success was all about growing yourself. But when you become a leader, success is about growing others. I'd like you to know that every Tuesday here on Life Center Network, we handle what we call Leader Upgrade from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. I'm your anchor man. If you miss it for anything, your leadership ratings will be in doubt. I'd like you to know, the more you watch this, apply the things you like, your leadership rating will go high. Don't forget that it happens on Life Center Network, 2 p.m. every Tuesday, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. Listen, don't touch that dial. Keep watching Life Center Network TV.
Follow us on YouTube, Facebook at Life Center Network TV. Keep watching Life Center Network TV, your gateway to possibility. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to Leader Upgrade here on on Gateway International Church, which is gateway to all possibilities. My name is Emeka Kyle. I'm the lead mentor of Fulcrum International, but here I'm standing as pastor here of Gateway International Church in Transformer Satellite Church. And today I'll be bringing to you in Leader Upgrade something that is phenomenal, something that is mind blowing, heart wrenching, ear tingling, and I'm talking about transform version. How leaders rebrand, how leaders reconstruct, and how leaders upgrade their lives, upgrade their business, upgrade their systems, upgrade their churches, whatever it is you do, how they upgrade it, how they rebrand it, and how they reconstruct it. Because transform version is better than conformed version. A transformed life is better than a conformed life. A transformed business, a transformed politician, a transformed media guru, a transformed educationalist, whatever you are doing, whatever mountain of influence you occupy, a transformed you is better than a conformed you, because conformity is the highest jailer of times. So we'll be looking at one Bible passage, and I will delve into unpacking what it means. I give you a few thoughts to ponder, and then after giving you a few thoughts, we'll look at how and questions that will help you to upgrade, to rebrand, and to transform yourself, to get the transformed version of you. So stay put, because we'll be unpacking values for you this today. Now, in 1 Samuel chapter 10, 6-7 from Message translation, he said, before you know it, the Spirit of God will come on you, and you'll be prophesying right along with them, and you'll be transformed. You'll be a new person. When these confirming signs are accomplished, you will know that you are ready. Whatever job you are given to do it. God is with you. But first of all, he said, when the Spirit of God comes upon you, the next thing that will happen, that you will be a transformed version. He said you'll be transformed. You will be a new person. Some translations say you'll be turned into another man. Other translations say you will be metamorphosed. Whatever it is, what I'm simply saying is that you will be transformed into another person, and you will begin to do the things he said from now hence. For what you do, you find out that God is with you. So just stay put with me. Let me say a few things to you. You see, the Bible was talking about a young man called Saul, who was the premier king of Israel. This guy was on his own, but the Bible said that he was the tallest, he was shoulder high above every other person in Israel. But that's not the story. The story was that this guy who was looking for his father's donkey found out coming back with a kingdom. He was looking for a kid that was missing, but he returned with a kingdom. Now, as if that was not enough, when Samuel poured oil on him, he said to him, he said, the Lord has chosen you to make you a captain over his inheritance. This guy who was nowhere to be found, this guy who was a non-entity, this guy who was in oblivion, this guy who was covered with a veil, suddenly from nobody to somebody, from a nobody to a notoriety figure. And then he said, as you depart from me, something strategic will happen. Number one, the Spirit of God will rest upon you. Number two, it will transform you to another man. Number three, he said, you will any job you are asked to do, you will do it because God is with you. Number four, you will come to the well of Rachel's sepulchre, and where that is a place of weeping. But instead of weeping, he said, three men will be carrying three loaves of bread. They will give you two. Exceptional fellow will greet this guy. Transformation comes with so many packages. He said that is not enough. They ask which you are looking for. It will be told that it has been found. So you have access to information, you have access to impartation, you have access to resources. Look at this. You have access to information, you have access to impartation, you have access to resources. He said, one, the answer you are looking for has been found. Two, the Spirit of God will rest upon you, will be transformed to another man. Three men will meet you and they will give you two loaves of bread. They are carrying 3 loaves of bread, they will give you exception. What happened? Transformation come with all of these things. So today, why you listen? Let me say a few things to you. But Charles Tremendous Jones, that's something that resonates with me. Charlie Tremendous Jones, he said, you will be the same person in 5 years as you are today, except for the people you meet and the books you read. So you remember who you are in the next 5 years, if not even thy kingdom come, except for 2 things: the books you read and the people you meet. Saul met Samuel and collected oil. Transformation take place. So Charlie Tremendous Jones is simply saying 2 things will make your life to transform: either the books you are reading or the people you are meeting. Because when you are reading the book, you are having a conversation with the author. When you are reading a book, you are actually having a conversation with the author. So Charlie Tremendous Jones is saying, you will remember who you are in the next 5 years, except for 2 things: either you are reading a book or you are meeting people. And hear this one from Emeka Carlo. A transformed you is worth having. Growth and self-transformation can never be delegated. A transformed you is worth having, because growth and transformation can never be delegated. My pastor will always say that if you want ease yourself. In other words, if you want to be transformed, you can't tell someone to do that for you. You are the one that will engage on yourself on it. It's like a muscle. You can't ask somebody to help you exercise. Please, I need to exercise myself. Please, can you help me exercise for me? No, you can't delegate your transformation. You can't delegate your growth. It's something you must do on your own. Let me take you through a few thoughts, and then I'll tell you how questions that will help you to rebrand, to upgrade, and to reconstruct your business, your ministry, your life, your brand, whatever it is. I'm talking about what? Transformation. How to rebrand, how to reconstruct, and how to upgrade. That's what I'm looking at. So the first thought I want to ponder about is this: you're afraid to lose people and always comfortable to lose yourself in order to please people. You are not a transformed version. If you are afraid to lose people and always comfortable to lose yourself in order to please people, you are not a transformed version. So you have to deal with identity crisis. That means you have an identity crisis. You are always afraid to lose people, but you are always comfortable to lose yourself in order to please people. You will be having identity crisis. That's the first thing I want you to chew. That's the first thing I want you to brain tattoo yourself with. If you are afraid, you are always afraid of losing people, and you are always comfortable to lose yourself in order to please people, you are not a transformed version. Nobody who has identity crisis can be transformed. Nobody who doesn't know himself can be transformed. But God was the one that said, man, know thyself, and the universe know thee. Man, know thyself, and then the universe will know thee. So if you are afraid of losing people and you are comfortable losing yourself, you have an issue with your identity. It was Jack Welch that said, never lose yourself on your way to the top. Never lose yourself on your way to the top. The second point I want to bring to you is that until you stop defining yourself by the things that happen to you, you remain in self-destruction. Until you stop defining yourself by the things that happen to you, you will remain in self-destruction. So refuse yesterday to decide your tomorrow. Refuse yesterday to decide your tomorrow. Refuse yesterday to decide your tomorrow. Until you stop defining yourself by the things that happen to you, you will remain in self-destruction. It was John C. Maxwell that said, life is 10% what happened to you and 90% how you take it. See, it is not what happens to you that matters. It is what happened in you that is the main thing. It is not what happened to you. It is what happens in you that's the issue. The issue, my lead pastor said, the issue is not the situation. It is the you in the situation that is the matter. I love that. It is not the situation. It is not the situation you find yourself in. It is you in the situation that is the issue. So it is vitally important that you understand that if you allow yesterday to define your tomorrow, you will not ever get transformed. Point number 3. Embrace each challenge in your life as an opportunity for self-transformation. Embrace each challenge in your life as an opportunity for self-transformation. You know that before the butterfly was first a caterpillar, before it became a butterfly. So the caterpillar is on a journey to becoming a butterfly. So it is important that you know that you have to embrace everything that happens, every challenge that comes to you. See it as a decision, an opportunity for self-transformation. So this is so important. Point number 4. I'm going to quote what Warren Buffett said. He said it takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll be doing things differently. It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you will differently. So see yourself as a brand. That's what I'm talking about. You have to see yourself as a brand. It takes 20 years to build a reputation and only 5 minutes to ruin it. If you understand this, if you think about that very well, you start doing things differently. So you have to see yourself as a brand. See yourself as a brand, and then you begin to see transformation begin to take place. Point number 5. You can't have a lasting physical transformation until you have a spiritual transformation. You can't have a lasting physical transformation until you have a spiritual transformation. You know why? The spiritual controls the physical. Those of you who love scriptures, in 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 18, it says, we all with an unveiled face, beholding the glory of the Lord as in a glass, we are being changed from one glory to another glory as of the image of God. We all with an unveiled face, beholding the glory of the Lord as in a glass, we are transformed, we are metamorphosed, we are changed from one glory to another glory as of the image of God. It was says 1 Corinthians 14 chapter 15 verse 49 said, as we are behold the glory of the earthly, so also we shall bear the image of the heavenly. So it's important that you know that transformation begins spiritually before it can have a lasting physical transformation. It was Spurgeon that said it so well. He said, the more of him we behold, the more of him we become. The more of him we look at, the more of him we look like. So the more we behold our maker, we become like our maker. The more we look at our maker, the more we look like him. We all, with an unveiled face, beholding the glory of the Lord as in a glass, are being transformed and being metamorphosed from one glory to another glory as of the image of God. So the end product is to become the image of God. That is the full picture of a transformed version. So what does it mean to rebrand, to reconstruct, and to upgrade? What does it mean to rebrand? What does it mean to reconstruct? And what does it mean to upgrade? That's what we want to look at now. What does it mean when somebody said, I want to rebrand, I want to reconstruct, I want to upgrade? What does it mean? Number one, it means becoming a better version and brand that will be in high demand in the meeting and the marketplace. When you rebrand, when you reconstruct, when you upgrade, you become a better version that is now on demand in the marketplace. Because when there is no demand for what you do, you will lack money. So, a transformed version is simply becoming a better version, becoming a better brand, becoming a better you that will be demanded, that your demand will be very high in the marketplace or in the meeting place. That's what it means. What does to rebrand? What does it mean to rebrand? Number two, it means to upgrade your problem solving skills that will make you indispensable in your industry. It means upgrading your problem solving skills that will make you indispensable in your industry. You have become so valuable. You have become a problem solver that you are becoming indispensable in your industry. They can't do without you in the industry. They say, well, if you're talking about this, call this guy. If you're talking about it, call this organization. If you're talking about, mention this brand. Because you have become indispensable in your industry. Look at a young man. I love using as an example. He has won 8 Ballon d'Or. Lionel Messi. In fact, when he won his 6th Ballon d'Or, a Rolex company gifted him a Rolex wristwatch valued at $150,000. He doesn't need it, but the company wanted him to wear it. As soon as Lionel Messi started wearing that Rolex wristwatch, the demand for that wristwatch, the company said there was demand for them to produce that wristwatch 10 years in the 10 years that they made a profit they will make in 10 years time in 1 year. Why? Somebody who has become indispensable in his industry was wearing a Rolex wristwatch, and everybody now want to wear that wristwatch. What it means to upgrade yourself. That's what it means to rebrand yourself. That's what it means to be a transformed version. What does it mean to rebrand? Number 3, it means increasing your value delivery and self-worth that will make you eternally valuable in your field. You have increased your value delivery and self-worth that will make you eternally valuable in your field. Whether you like this guy or not, his name is Erling Haaland. He plays for Man City. You see, they just played 3 matches in the Premier League this season, and he has scored 7 goals. Out of the 7 goals, 2 were hat-tricks. So he is 24-year-old, and they said he has scored 24 hat-tricks. That's 24 times 3. That means so for every year of his life he has scored a hat-trick. And then you say he's not good, he's just lucky. I want you to be that lucky. The harder you work, the luckier you become. His value delivery when it comes to scoring of goals is non-negotiable. That's what it means to upgrade. He has increased his value delivery in goal scoring. That's why he was hired, to score goals. I don't know what you're talking about. He said, well, he's not skillful, he's not this, he's go to another club and play that. Did you choose the club for him? There are businesses that are so valuable in the marketplace because of the value they deliver. I was asking them somewhere, I went to do a training for young persons who were talking about skills and being valuable in the marketplace. I said, when there was 2022 World Cup final in Qatar, guess who they invited to come and sing, to come and display? His name is Davido. He's a Nigerian artist. He sang for 6 minutes 20 seconds. He was paid $2 million. 2 million US dollars. That's beside his flight ticket and his hotel accommodation. And after that time, his followership on social media just shot up into the sky. Why? His value delivery was something the world said. FIFA said, can you come and play? Can you come and showcase that thing for us? Value delivery. That's what it means to upgrade. Number 4, what does it mean to upgrade? What does it mean to rebrand? Is building quality connections and networks that will make you a member of the top 5% in circle of influence. You either belong to the 5% or to the 95%. Do you know why? If you want to belong to the topmost top in your industry, you must do what the 5%. If you want to belong to the top 5% rather of your industry, you must do what the 95% are unwilling to do. Building quality connections and networks that will make you what? A member of the top 5% in your circle of influence. I told a story now, I think it happened in 1960s, I don't know about, when Thomas Edison's factory was burnt down, was set on fire, and had a fire incident. It was only 1/3 of that factory that was insured. And then they asked few minutes later, Thomas Edison granted an interview. He said, I am 67 years old and I'm starting life all over by the next day, tomorrow. And they know why he could talk that way. He has built a quality connection and network with a man called Ford. That's why he spoke that way. And guess what happened? Henry Ford sent him $750,000 US and said, he has the opportunity to ask for more if he needs them. Why? Quality connections and networks. If anything happens to you now, do you have somebody? Do you have a network of people? Because a quality network or relationship is like a safety net that is ready to catch you when you stumble. That's what it means to be an upgraded version. To the extent that you have built quality networks and connections that will make you a member of the top 5% in your field. Number 5, what does it mean to rebrand? It means denouncing your membership of the cult of mediocrity, breaking up with energy vampires, and signing up with industry titans. You denounce your membership of the club called mediocrity. Your club and your cult you belong to. All they are known for is mediocrity. You denounce your membership, and then you delete all the energy vampires from your life, and then you sign up with industry titans, people who are operating at the highest level. I remember a man called, his name is Michelangelo, who painted the Sistine Chapel for 4 years and few weeks. He started painting that Sistine Chapel with his friends, and while they were painting then don't forget, Vatican City had not paid him. And then he looked at what his friends were doing. He had to pay his friends off and said that their level of excellence didn't match what he wanted, and stayed on that job. And he denounced the membership of the cult of mediocrity and broke up with energy vampires and signed up with industry titans. The last definition of what it means to rebrand and to upgrade: it is living the life you were created for by divinity, to live before the foundations of the earth, and dying empty. There is a life you were created for to live. You tell yourself, I will live that life and I will die empty. Hear what Woodrow Wilson said: you are here to enrich the world, and you will impoverish yourself if you forget the errand. You are here to enrich the world, and you will impoverish yourself if you forget the errand. Listen, he didn't say you will impoverish the world. You will impoverish yourself if you forget your errand. That's what it means to live a life that is upgraded, to run a business, a ministry, a company that is upgraded, that's rebranded, that's reconstructed. Now, there are questions that will help you. There are questions that will help you. Don't forget, I gave you 6 definitions of what it means to rebrand. I said, number 1, it means becoming a better version and a brand that will be in high demand in the meeting and the marketplace. Number 2, it means upgrading your problem solving skills that will make you indispensable in your industry. Number 3, it means increasing your value delivery and self-worth that will make you eternally valuable in your field. Number 4, it means building quality connections and networks that will make you a member of the top 5% in your circle of influence. Number 5, it means denouncing your membership of the cult of mediocrity, breaking up with energy vampires, and signing up with industry titans. Number 6, I say it is living the life you were created for by divinity to live before the foundation of the earth and dying empty. Now, there are questions that will help you to rebrand. So, how do you rebrand? How do you become a transformed version? And I put them in the form of question. I love what Kumail Nanjiani said. He said, you can go slow, allow your dreams and goals to change, but live an intentional life. You can go slow, allow your dreams and your goals to change, but live an intentional life. Kumail Nanjiani. Kumail Nanjiani. Now, so how do you rebrand? How do you rebrand? I put them in the form of question. The first one is identity question. If you want to rebrand, you want to reconstruct, you want to upgrade your business, your life, your ministry, whatever thing you do, your politics, your political career, your educational career, your media and entertainment, whatever thing you do, media, arts and entertainment, politics, business, education, family, religion, whatever mountain of influence you want to play in, if you must rebrand, if you must become a transformed version, the first thing is the identity question. Why do you exist and who do you need to become to be an upgraded version? So the first question you need to ask yourself, why do I exist? That is the identity question. Who do I need to become to be an upgraded version? That means you must find your mountain of influence. You must find your vision in life. It was Bishop Oyedepo that said, life without bearing will be boring. Or without in life, life becomes boring. Without bearing, life will become boring. So, what's your identity? What question? Have you answered the identity question? Why do you exist? And who do you need to become to be that upgraded version? So find your mountain of influence from the 7 mountains of influence. Find your vision. Find your mission. That's your why. That's your what. Find it. The second question is the everyday question. What do people need from you daily that they are asking for? What do people need from you daily? Now that you know your identity, what do people demand from you on daily basis? We are talking about your products. We're talking about the goods. We're talking about the services you want to render. We're talking about the kind of ministry you want to run. From who you are, you now find out what you are supposed to give people, your product. That's it. From who you are, you find out the everyday question. There is no day that passes by that somebody doesn't say to me, can you mentor me? My passion, everything apart from development, all I'm doing is on growth. I just focus on being a growth specialist. Whatever growth, how to grow church, how to grow business, how to grow media, how to grow, because the principles of growth are universal. Whatever that can grow a church can grow your business, can grow your family, can grow your media, can grow your politics, whatever. Why? No man gives life an amateur attention and expects a professional result. Very key. So after you have answered your identity question, why do you exist and who do you need to become? The next question is everyday question. What do people need from you daily that they are asking for? That brings me to the third question. Target market question. Who are the beneficiaries of the solutions you will be providing? Who are the beneficiaries of the solution, of your products, of your ministry, of your goods, of your services? Who are the ones to benefit? If you're a medical doctor, you need the sick. If you are Moses, you need Israel. If you are Aaron, you need the Moses. If you're an on-air personality, You need audience. So who is your target market audience? Who are your target market? So what members do you need? What customers do you need? What clientele? What? So if you're into deliverance, your press will come your way. They are your target audience. If you're a doctor, patients will come your way. They're your target audience. So one way or the other, you must have your target market question answered. You have answered your identity question. The next question is to answer the everyday question. After answering the everyday question, the next question is the target market question. You are not sent to everybody. You are not meant to service everybody. Your goods and services are not meant for everybody. Even if you're a pastor, you're not sent to everybody. There are people you are sent to. When you know your vibes, your vibe will attract your tribes. Let me say that again. When you know your your vibes, that your vibe will attract your tribes. You are not sent to everybody. If your name is Henry Ford, you are an automobile somebody. If your name is Tiger Woods, you are known for golf. If your name is Mercy, you are known for football. If your name is Warren Buffett, you are known for investment. If your name is Elon Musk, you're also known for businesses. X, which was Twitter, Tesla Motors, SpaceX, and all of that. So you answer the identity question, you answer the everyday question, the products or services, then you answer the target market question, who you are sent to. Number 4, we are talking about how you can rebrand, you can reconstruct, and you can upgrade. I said I put them in form of question. The 4th question you need to ask yourself is the improvement question. What tools do I need that will help me serve my industry better? What tools? What skill? What resources? What relationships? What? You see, the improvement question are the tools and the resources you need. Some skills, some resources, some relationships, some mentors, some influencers, and sponsors or a team. These are the improvement question. What do I need to do? If I need to grow a particular skill, I need a trainer. If I need to upgrade I need a mentor. If I need more money into I need a sponsor. If I need somebody who will introduce me, who is in my circle of influence, in my niche area, I need an influencer. So, improvement question. Who do I need? I remember so many years ago when Ora Robert was still alive, and Benny Hinn, of course, submits to Ora Robert. And Benny Hinn had a crusade to hold. And 3 days to that crusade, Benny Hinn said he has not raised the money for that crusade. He called his mentor. And Ora Robert got online and said, Benny has a program coming up. I think it was in Jacksonville. And he said, Benny Hinn needs $10 million if that crusade must hold. Can you come online? Can you get to the line and support Benny Hinn? In 10 minutes, Benny Hinn had more than that money. Why? An influencer in his niche. Somebody that can endorse him, say something about him, and everybody started giving to Benny Hinn. Why? There is an influencer that you need. As at that time, that was the improvement question. His anointing couldn't bring that money, but it's somebody who was bigger than him in the industry just spoke, and people began to give to Benny Hinn, and that crusade became a reality. So the 5th question you must ask yourself is the investment question. Which materials can you invest in or consume that will facilitate your transformation? Investment question. There are books you need to read. There are CDs you need to listen to. There are seminars you need to attend. There are conferences you need to attend. There are documentaries you need to watch. And there are events you need to just sit down and watch. So it's called the investment question. Investment in books. Which books should you be reading now? At this stage of your life, what books, what materials, what documentaries, what seminars, what conferences, what events do you need to attend if your life must be upgraded, if your business must be upgraded, if your ministry must go to the next level? And then that brings me to the 6th question, the question of systems and structures. Systems and structure question. What systems and structure can you put in place that will regulate your upgrade in life? Systems and structures. Because without structure, your life will be punctured. So let me actually give you an example of structures you can build. You can build up a structure of how to upgrade your spiritual life. I'm giving you an example of system and structure you need to put in place. If you're a pastor, system of spiritual life. You tell yourself, once in a month or thrice in a month, I do fasting. Now, when we talk about spiritual life, how do you know your spiritual life is upgrading? There are just 4 areas. Number 1, your word consumption. Number 2, your prayer life. Number 3, your manifesting the graces of God upon your life. And number 4 is the giftings of God. Now, when I talk about the grace of God, I'm talking about manifesting the fruit of the Spirit. You see, today the church has upgraded. The church has magnified fruit gift above the fruit. Do you know you can manifest gift and go to hell? But you cannot manifest fruit and go to hell. Why? The fruit of the Spirit is the character of Christ. The gift of the Spirit is the power manifestation. It's a gift. Anybody can manifest the gift, but you cannot manifest the fruit if the tree is not in you. I don't know if I'm communicating. So 4 ways to know that you're growing up spiritually is: number 1, that your word consumption. Thy words were found, and I did eat them. Thy words were unto me the rejoicing of my soul. The second one is your prayer life. Your prayer life. It was Ian Bounds that said, the secret of praying is praying in the secret. The secret of praying is praying in the secret. In fact, when you come to the word life, your word study, he said, John Bunyan said, this book will keep you away from sin, or sin will keep you away from this book. And he's talking about the Bible. No book on earth can replace the word of God. No book. No book. And then the Bible does not also replace your prayer life. That you study scripture does not replace the place of prayer. And then you start manifesting the fruit of the Holy Spirit. There are people who can cast out demons, but they are very unforgiving. So they have magnified gifting above the fruit of the Holy Spirit. So manifest the fruit: love, gentle, all of that, and then manifest the gift. Then another system you need to build is your family life system. Family life system. When do you spend time with your wife? When do you hang out with your children? How do you relate with parents? What of in-laws if you are married? So you must have a system and structure that regulates your family life. Wife, children, parents, in-laws. Family life. I remember so many years ago when Benny's wife left him. He said, from the day my wife left me, for the 3 years my wife was not with me, he said he didn't hear the voice of God once. Wow. Family life. I hear story of people who can tell their wife, you're stupid, you are foolish. I'm wondering, you can look at your wife, your spouse, or you look at your children and say, your head, you have coconut head. Wow, what a life. If Thomas Edison's mother, whose teacher wrote a letter and gave to him, and said, give to your mother. And the mother read the letter. They said, this your son is a sawdust. He cannot be taught. And the mother read the letter and reversed it and said, the letter says that you are a special child and no teacher can teach you. So I'm going to teach you myself. It was years later, after Thomas Edison had become an inventor, that the mother showed that he saw that letter. So imagine if the mother didn't believe in him. You will not hear Edison, not to talk of Thomas. Another system you must build is your financial life system. Financial life system. You are just working, spending money. You are not saving. Don't forget the richest man in Babylon, Akkad, said, the first law of wealth is saving 10% of every income, no matter how small. 10%. He said, if you cannot save that 10%, I guarantee you cannot save it. Remember what John D. Rockefeller said. He said, if I have not tithed the first cent that came, I won't have tithed all the other billions that came. So it's important that you have a savings life culture. What about your investment life? Where are you investing? What about transactions that you are doing? Financial life. Learn how to defer gratification. Learn how to defer gratification. Save, invest. And of course, don't joke with covenant practice. Give tithe, give seed, support the kingdom work. Financial life system. Listen, if you say you have a savings account and every month you withdraw more than 3 times from that account, it's not a savings account, it's a spending account. Do you run a budget? It was Dave Ramsey that said budgeting is telling your money where it went, where it should go, rather than wondering where it went to. That's budgeting. Do you budget or do you do impulse buying? I've talked so much on the financial lifestyle. Another system you must set up is your health and wellness lifestyle. Health and wellness structure. What kind of food do you eat? How do you exercise? Do you have time to rest? Health and wellness. Health and wellness. Your mental health. What books are you reading? Do you exercise? By 9 p.m. that's when you are eating garri and soup. And you take bottle of Coke 3 times or 4 times in a week. That's 27 cubes of sugar times 4. Your health and wellness. Food. Some people don't do well because they don't feel well. Your vitality affects your performance. Your health and your wellness. The last aspect of the structure I want to talk about system is your career or ministry or professional life. Are you gaining mastery in what you are doing? You are a pastor, you are a businessman. You attend a conference in the business area, you are doing business or ministry. When last you attend a minister's conference and sat down to take notes? When last you attend your professional conference? When last did you upgrade? So you must have a system where you go for, you are gaining mastery, you are going for training, you are raising your leadership life, you are growing in so many areas. Part of what system or structure handle is who or who does what. And then the last question to ask yourself is a warfare question. What altars have you raised that can handle spiritual battles, satanic invasion, and human resistance? So, warfare question. Without warfare, you will not enjoy welfare in life. Life is not a funfair. Life is warfare. It is after the warfare you cannot enjoy the welfare. If you joke with your life, if you are casual about it, like warfare, you become a casualty. Wickedness abound. Last week Sunday, my pastor was teaching on the table of breaking the table of the wicked. He talked about the table of evil talkers called Memucan, the table of spiritual opposers called Sambalat, the table of Adoni Bezek called who? Assassins. And guess what? When I was looking at the second service where he talked about the opposers, one of the opposers he talked about is dreamer killers. You know, when I read it, I thought it was a mistake until I read it again. You see, there are dream blockers, there are dream killers. They only come to kill your dream. But the spiritual opposition is not just interested in your dream, he's interested in the dreamer. Let me kill the dreamer. Once I kill the dreamer, his dream is dead. If you kill the dream and the dreamer is alive, he can dream again. So spiritual opposition does not just kill the dream, he kills the dreamer. So that is why you need to also upgrade your warfare issue. How to do spiritual warfare. Don't be the type that used to do warfare and say you are calling God God. That's why your prayer is going to security men. Because God is God. God. Your prayer points are going to security men. You have not even gone to the airport before. God is not God. So it's important that you grow upgrade your spiritual warfare strategy. Are we still here? So why I bring this to a close, don't forget what I've been talking about. Before I give you the end note, I've been talking about how to the transform version, how to become a transform version in business, transform version in politics, transform version in ministry, transform version in media, transform version in any aspect of mountain of influence that you're operating in. I will read 1 Samuel chapter 10, 6-7 from Message translation, which said, before you know it, the Spirit of God will come on you, and you will be prophesying right along with them, and you'll be transformed. You'll be a new person. When these confirming signs are accomplished, you will know that you are ready. Whatever job you are given to do, do it. God is with you. And I said to you that Charlie Tremendous Jones said, you will be the same person in 5 years as you are today, except for the people you meet and the books you read. And I said to you, a transform you is worth having. Growth and self-transformation cannot be delegated. You can't delegate it. If you want ease, you ease yourself. You can't tell me you want to grow your muscle. I say something, okay, please help me grow my muscle for me. No. And I said to you, there are 6 thoughts to ponder. Number 1 or 5 thoughts. If you are afraid of losing people and always comfortable to lose yourself in order to please people, you are not a transformed version. That means you have identity crisis. Number 2, until you stop defining yourself by the things that happen to you, you will remain in self-destruction. That means refuse yesterday to decide your tomorrow. Number 3, embrace each challenge in your life as an opportunity for self-transformation. Or remember, the caterpillar is on a journey to become a butterfly. Number 4, it takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you will do things differently. In other words, see yourself as a brand. Number 5, you can't have lasting physical transformation until you have a spiritual transformation, because beholding God's glory can transform you. 2 Corinthians 3:18, as we all with an unveiled face beholding the glory of the Lord as in a glass, we are being transformed from one glory to another glory as of the image of God. And I said, what does it mean to rebrand? What does it mean to reconstruct? What does it mean to upgrade yourself? What does it mean to become a transformed version? We say becoming a better version and a brand that will be in high demand in the market and the meeting place. Number 2, it means upgrading your problem solving skills that will make you indispensable in your industry. Number 3, it means increasing your value delivery and self-worth that will make you eternally valuable in your field. Number 4, we said transformation means building quality connections and networks that will make you a member of the top 5% in your circle of influence. Number 5, we say is denouncing your membership of the cult of mediocrity, breaking up with energy vampires, and signing up with industry titans. Number 6, we said transform version means living the life you created for by divinity to live before the foundations of the earth and dying empty. And I said to you, Woodrow Wilson said, you are here to enrich the world and you will impoverish yourself if you forget the errand. And that brought us to the way we say how or what are the questions that will help you upgrade to a transformed version. Number 1, we said identity question. Why do you exist and who do you need to become to be an upgraded version? That means your vision, your mission. Number 2, everyday question. What do people need from you daily that they are asking for? What products are you going to? What goods and services and what ministrations will you have? Number 3, the target market question. Who are the beneficiaries of the solution you'll be providing? Who are the members? Is it members, customers, clientele, or number 4, we say the improvement question you need to answer. What tools do you need that will help you serve your industry better? Skills, resources, relationship, mentors, investors, sponsors, or a team. Number 5 is the investment question. Which materials can you invest in and consume that will facilitate your transformation? Are there books you need to read, CDs you need to listen to, documentaries you need to watch, conferences and seminars you need to attend, or events you need to sit down to learn? The 6th question is the system and structure question. And I said the structure and question, the systems and structure you need to put in place that will help you upgrade. 1, your spiritual life, your word, your prayer, your fasting, and your retreat. Number 2, Under the system and structure you need to build, your family life structure. How do you relate with your wife, your children, your parents, and in-laws? Under the systems and structure, I say you need to structure your financial life, budgeting, saving, investment, transaction. Structure your health and wellness, the food, your exercise, your diet, your rest, your relaxation, and then your career and ministry. Are you gaining mastery in what you're doing? What system and structure have you put in place that you say, okay, every quarter I attend a conference, every month I fast 4 times in a month? All of that are things that will help you build the structure. And the last question is the warfare question. What altars have you raised that can handle spiritual battles, satanic invasion, and human resistance? Kingdom service is an altar. Tithe is an altar. Offering is an altar. First fruit is an altar. Kingdom partnership is an altar. And I bring to the end note that says, the bigger the gap, listen to this, the bigger the gap between your current life and your lived life, the life you are built to live and the one you are living now, the less happy you are going to feel, the less energy you are going to be going to be. If you check the life that you were built to live and the one you are currently living, and the gap is much, you will not feel happy. And remember, if your life is going to mean anything, you have to live it yourself and on God's terms. Transformation is a process, and as life happens, there are tons of ups and downs. It's a journey of discovery. It's a journey of discovery. Let me read for you 2 Timothy chapter 4, 6 to 8. I want to conclude with that. 2 Timothy chapter 4, 6 to 8. 2 Timothy chapter 4, 6 to 8. It just dawned on me. Let me drop this scripture. 2 Timothy chapter 4, 6 to 8 from the Message translation. He said, "You take over. I'm about to die. My life an offering on God's altar. This is the only race worth running. I've run hard right to the finish. Believe all the way. All that's left now is the shouting, God's applause. Depend on it. He is an honest judge. He will do right, not only that what is coming." Now look at this. Look at it. Maybe in case you don't understand, let me read it for you in New Living Translation, and I'll be out of your way. Or Good News Translation. He said, "As for me, the hour has come for me to be sacrificed. The time is here for me to live this life. I have done my best in the race. I have run the distance and I have kept the faith. And now there is waiting for me the victory prize of being put right with God, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will give me on that day. And not only to me, but to all those who wait with love for him to appear." Why you do whatever thing you do, remember to rebrand your life. Remember to reconstruct your life. Remember to upgrade your life to get to that life that you were designed to live before the foundation of the earth. Because here on this platform, on Leader Upgrade that happens every Tuesday, we unpack values for you that will make you become a better leader, an industry titan, an epic performer, a history maker, a pundit, and someone who is about to make news in his generation. Every Tuesday here on this platform, Facebook, Instagram, and the rest of them, we unpack values for you on Leader Upgrade. Till I come your way again, don't forget that by 11 p.m. my lead pastor will be online, on YouTube, on Instagram, taking you on prayers on the altar of mercy. 11 p.m. up until 12 a.m. every day, Mondays to Fridays. Don't miss it for anything. You can share the values you have learned from this and apply the things you have learned. Don't forget, it is not time to downgrade your dream. Rather, upgrade yourself, and your dream will meet you up where you are. My name is Emeka Kalonde. I am the Director for Church Planting, Gateway International Church, and also coordinating our satellite churches and the resident pastor of Gateway International Church, Trans-Samadi Satellite, just opposite Gulf Estate. Don't forget that I am your anchorman every Tuesday here on this platform, Gateway International Church, the gateway to all possibilities. Till I come your way again, see you at the topmost top.
Hello, everyone. According to the lead pastor of Gateway International Church, my own father, Pastor George Zunwe, said, when a man grows his leadership capacity, the high places of life will make room for him. And to back up that thing he said, Jack Welch, who was one